Good morning, happy Saturday. Got a bunch of things going on today, hopefully. Frontier is gonna come out and bury our fiber cable. I'm about to head to Lowe's with my trailer to get a tub, some more drywall, all the stuff I need for the shower valve, for the rough-in plumbing for the shower. Hopefully I get all that stuff done and installed today and start installing some more drywall. The mini split got installed yesterday. That worked out really well. Hopefully the Frontier people bury the fiber cable a little bit deeper this time. But I am going to use that there tractor to move that there car hauler over that there way. And then I'm going to take it with the truck to Lowe's. That way I can fit the tub and the drywall and everything on it without any problem. So headed there now. Trailer has been moved. Tractor has been parked. Chain's been removed from the trailer. I still got to get that toolbox welded on there. Actually, I got to get the jack cut off, moved forward, and then the toolbox welded on there. But take old Blue, head to Lowe's, get everything I need. Not going to film anything while I'm there because I want to hurry up.
So I was recording this with my phone and didn't realize I was wearing a headset that had like a microphone thing that was turned to the back. But the Frontier guys showed up and I was getting out of my truck to do the 360 around my vehicle to make sure everything was hooked up good. We kind of met in the driveway, so I had them pull in my neighbor's driveway and then pull into mine. And that's them heading down the driveway. I called Macy and let her know that they had showed up. And then I got back in the truck and headed out to Lowe's.
Got a bunch of drywall. Yeah, this will be perfect because like I said, I got the forks on the tractor at the house. This will be super easy to get off. Don't forget your cup. Everything's loaded up. Quick 360. Everything's still pinned in place. None of this stuff is going anywhere. Short drive home, that stuff's really heavy. That's ratcheted down really good. Didn't want to ratchet down that too much because I didn't want to break it. Added some air into the air suspension on the truck. I don't know if I've ever shown people that. But yeah, the truck's got aftermarket air suspension that I added to give it a little bit more robustness to level it out when I'm hauling heavy stuff like this. So, yep, good to go. We've returned. Frontier people are out there ditching the fiber in. Here's some of the ground you can see where they buried it and then they backfilled it. I'm walking out here right now because I want to show you what the machine looks like that they use to bury these things. It's a ditch witch that cuts the ground and buries the cable behind it simultaneously. It's pretty cool. You can see the cable runs all the way up. And it feeds the cable over into the spool. This little cutting blade rotates and hits it at the same time. That machine is probably 30 years older than the one that they brought out here the first time that they buried this cable. This is obviously a different crew than back 4 years ago when they did it the first time. But that machine is working 10 times better than that one they had. I don't know if maybe it's just a higher horsepower motor. I think it's a different design because that one had like a trenching style blade to it and then a barrier on the back of it. The old one did. This one had that little cutting wheel that kind of like drags and spins and cuts at the same time and then buries the cable behind it. I don't know, but these guys are doing a way better job. Very happy with it. As I was pulling in, he showed me like 3 or 4 different places along the line where it's buried at least 6 inches in the ground. And he was like, yeah, the guys that did it before, he found the old cable a couple of times. He was like, yeah, it's like this far. All right, today I bought this Delta multi-choice shower valve. I'm going to be setting up the fittings, the PEX-A fittings. It comes with 1/2-inch MPT fittings all around it. So however it sits, it'll be hot, cold, the shower riser, and the tub spout will come out of there. And this will be the selector valve, and then you can, log onto their website. That's why they tout these things. You can install it, click, and then complete. So you go select whichever fittings you want, and Macy will be the one to do that. So I'm just going to install these little things on here. I'm just going to use thread tape, not thread tape, thread sealant. All right, there's one. And literally these fittings are just a transition from the 1/2-inch MPT to 1/2-inch PEX-A fitting, so I can put my pipes on there. Yeah, I saw it. Did you see the front of his truck? Covered in love bugs. They're everywhere right now. It's the worst it's been in a few years. That valve is ready to be installed. Now I gotta do the carpentry and the plumbing for it. All right, now what I'm gonna do is figure out where the tub is going to sit. We bought a 16 5/8 inch tall tub. Right about there is the top of the tub. So I'm gonna set the spout about 3 inches above that, and then I will set the valve handle somewhere in this area. I'm actually gonna look up what the appropriate spec is for it. It said about 4 inches above the finished tub height. So I'm gonna do 5 inches from my marking, just double check it. And then 8 to 12 inches from that, so I'm gonna do 10 for the fixture. I double check this, 16.5/8, and we got 5 inches above that, and then 10 inches above that. So I need to measure this here. I need a 27 9/16 board times 2. I'm gonna go cut those. Need to cut a smidge off. Rather do that than have it be too short, I suppose. Now I know that that tub is 30 inches wide off this wall, so I know that spout needs to come out about right here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of grace on the outside there. So I'm gonna drill about a 1/2 inch hole right through that to attach my stub out. Can't find nothing in this house. 7/8 spade bit, a little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch, but that will do just fine. Alright, now we'll go to the other side and connect my stub out. Alright, this is my tub stub out. It's fitting easily within this 2x6 wall. Part of the reason we did it is a 2x6 wall to fit all this stuff in here. That is good to go. Now I gotta find another 2x4 so that I can put another one of those here. I take for granted that I always just have 2x4s here. Oh no, not the stud straightener. I can't break apart that. Shipping container. There's always tubifers in the shipping container. There's always money in the banana stand. Is that 27? I don't think it is. Nope, just shy. This one will work. Oh yeah. I'm used to having this marker attached to my neck collar, and I have the GoPro around my neck right now, so I can't really do that. So I attached it to my belt, and it was throwing me off. I need a piece of drywall, 1/2 inch. I need a piece of 1/2 inch drywall. Bring me a, never mind. Bring me a never mind. Come hold this. Hold that right there. Kind of just press it up against this wall. I realize now that I may have goofed in the placement of this, but that shouldn't be an issue. Usually I would use white for this, since this will technically be a mixed valve or a mixed pipe, but I don't have any white, so I'm using what I got. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use a heat gun to heat this up and bend it a little bit. I don't like how this is. I'm going to change it to where this sits flush on the outside here, which sucks because now I got to cut these fittings back off that I just put on there. But I'm not a plumber. I'll be a wee bit closer. I'm not a plumber. I'm not a framer. I'm just a guy with a bunch of tools that likes to figure out how to do things by himself that may or may not end up good. I'm going to shut off the shower lines in the manifold so that I can cut and drain these and hook them up. Hot goes over here and cold goes over there. All right, now I just need to do the riser for this bad boy. Drop ear should be set at about 80 inches from finished floor. I'm gonna make it actually 82 because people are taller than they used to be. It's right about where the drop ear needs to be, right there. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna cut that back to get the drop ear on there. All right, that'll work. Well, that was a pain in my butthole, but everything is plumbed. I know it looks crazy, but it conveys water to the right places. Valves installed, tub spouts installed, drop ears installed. Got to install the tub in here now, get the drain connected, then I can start drywalling this room, which I'm really not looking forward to doing. But onward. I took a little break, and I'm about to use this here tow dolly to take that there tub inside and start figuring out how to install it. That'll do for now. Getting it inside is going to be the hard part, I imagine. This is a steel tub from Lowe's, 30 by 60. I think it's 16 and 5/8 tall. Pretty standard. So what I'm doing right now, I have the tub tilted up in place. I marked where the top of the tub was at. I'm going to fix this ledger board on the back end, level it, secure it to the wall, set the tub back on top of it. I mean, everything I've seen says you want to set it in a mortar bed, but that's literally styrofoam. It's like that's all the support there is for it. So I'm going to have the front support, the back support, and it's all going to be caulked into place and held in by drywall and tile backer board. So we'll see how it works. I'm going to go ahead and get that affixed, and then I'm going to make my measurements for my drain plumbing. I thought that this came with the connector piece for the riser spout, or whatever you call that overflow drain, but it doesn't. So I'm going to have to go back to Lowe's and grab that piece for this. But I'm going to fix the ledger board, take my measurements, probably set this in place just to make sure the ledger board works, because I can always take it back out, and then do the plumbing and then set the tub. Taking a break, sitting outside, had one of those fruit popsicles, coconut flavored. It was delicious. Here's a stick if you don't believe me. Macy just got back from Home Depot and Lowe's. She went to Home Depot to get fixtures for the bathroom. She went to Lowe's to get me the stuff I needed for the toilet drain, or the tub drain, and to return some stuff that I had bought that I no longer needed. And she just returned. She's over there now. I'm just recording this because I have this little gimbal thing now. It's kind of cool. I didn't realize all the features it could have. Like, it'll follow me. Kind of neat. All right, I'm done being stupid for now. All right, I'm back to doing stuff now. Macy brought me the touch toe closure for the tub drain. She also bought a shower head, but we still have to get the valve trim and the spout trim, I guess you would call it. So I'm gonna get this installed. I gotta pull this back out. I gotta put some shims on the back side of there. I'm also having to figure out spatially, because I left a little bit of wiggle room on the tub when I set all this stuff, so I could get this in a line. When I say this, I don't mean this thing. I mean the drop ear. So there's a little bit of a gap back there, and I think I'm gonna have to run 2 layers of, I use Go board, Johns Manville Go board. So I have to run 2 layers of Go board back there, which will be fine because we're running tile back here. So casing out the window won't be an issue. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'm gonna get started installing this thing. I had to go to Ace Hardware, but now I'm back, so I'm gonna do stuff again. Woo! Well, I'll tell you what, don't ever let anybody tell you installing the tub is easy, because that was a pain, and it's not perfect, but it'll do, and finished materials hide a lot of hurt. Here's what she looks like. Ignore all the mud, that's where I've been walking around in it. I got it shimmed in the back on the ledger board. It's level, doesn't rock anymore. Macy's headed to Ace Hardware right now. I needed her to get a something mail threaded to go into here so I could cap it off, because I want to pressure test this whole system, and then I want to flood the tub to make sure the back of it's not leaking at all. Once we do that, we're going to start putting go board where the tile is going to be. That John's Manville go board, it's great with the go sealant. We have a ton of the sealant already, so that's what we're going to use. And then we'll put purple board over everything else on the ceiling. Get the light fixtures. This room will be finished, aside from the vanity. So looking forward to that. As soon as she gets back, I'll pressure test it. Might be all I'm going to do tonight. I have no idea what time it is. Let's check. It's about 4:40 already. I've been up since like 5:30. I just couldn't sleep last night, so I've been working since like 7. Did some schoolwork in the morning when I woke up because I didn't want to wake Macy up, you know, working around the house. So as soon as she got up, I started working. I might put up a little bit of go board tonight. Maybe not though. Who knows? We'll see what happens when Macy gets back. Back with the plug for the drop ear. I am tightening that bad boy as we speak. Macy was also supposed to get some spray foam while she was there, but what happened? What happened?
I got so wrapped up in how much I love you that I just forgot.
So she forgot, and she's a liar. All that's good to go. Turn back on. And the hot shower valve. You can hear all the air bubbles coming out of here, but we're gonna check and see if anything's leaking. I don't feel any liquids coming out of places that liquids aren't supposed to come out of. I put this on here so that I could run some water in here. Well, that's not working. Just sprayed water all over everything that was over here. Mister, could you get some towels? Come wipe all this off. I'm gonna have to take off this little neck thing to be able to get down here and look at this, but anyway, that's what the plumbing looks like down there. Can't show you much more than that. It's a little tight space, so. Tub looks real good. Plumbing is kind of snaked all over the place, but it works. And there aren't a lot of fittings to leak, which is a great thing about PEX. It's gonna work great. That's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow, I'll worry about getting some boards and stuff set up here. Maester, do you have anything you want to say to the people?
And to all a good night.
Bubby, do you have anything you want to say to the people? Here, CJ, can you sit? Sit. Speak. Good boy. See you next time.